So hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the live stream, I should say. I was having some technical difficulties there that led to my internet connection dropping. So we're restarting the live stream, but welcome back everybody. If you were watching the live stream and if you are new, well, welcome in. And we're gonna go through Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of the other cryptos that are doing well, XRP here. If you could be so kind to support the stream after the connection was interrupted, please make sure and hit that like button. Super annoying for the viewers to come in and then the stream cutting out. So if you don't mind liking the video, subscribing if you haven't already, and turning on those bell notifications, I would really appreciate the support after the live stream cut out. It's super annoying if that happens. So thank you so much for the support, and let's jump right into what we were talking about with Bitcoin and Ethereum here, slipping a little bit lower and being on the edge of support. So Bitcoin, as we can see, literally right on top of its support line, which is this bottom yellow line right here, around $18,800. Any move below that puts us at big danger of hitting our lower levels of around 17,600, which I had drawn with this orange circle over here. This is kind of our last chance before we were really sunk substantially lower. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but our next support after that is all the way down to around $14,000 BTC. So the drop could really accelerate if we lose that $17,600 level. It hasn't happened yet, so we won't get overly bearish, but I do wanted to point that out just for everybody who's watching. With that being said, a couple good things here is we do have a little bit of a triple bottom here. We now tested the support level 3 times and we still haven't fully sunk below it. So this is also an area where we could get a bounce. After that, we'd have to see, is this a bounce where we're just going to trade range bound between our purple downtrend line and our yellow support level? That could absolutely happen. That would be a more flat scenario, and then we'd have to see thereafter, if we're going to go to the upside or downside from there. But right now it's still a little bit make it or break it, so we need to pay attention to this and keep in mind, right, we have some rough downtrends going pretty much across all indicators and on the actual price side of things as well. So I just restarted the live stream. We're already back at 13 viewers. That's amazing. I'm not sure if you are new to the stream or if you hop back in from when I was streaming previously, but thank you for joining the stream, everybody. Support the stream by hitting that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and also turn on those bell notifications so you never miss these live streams. I truly believe these are the best crypto live streams on YouTube with the best insights and the best analysis. So don't miss out. Okay, I give valuable information here. I've made many correct predictions, and you won't be getting this type of analysis anywhere else on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We got Iron Lux Trader saying hi, welcome back. Regular viewer there. We have Not Jacob saying what's up, The Right Trader. I remember you from 2017, 2018. Love to see you still at it. That's amazing. Some OGs here in the stream, and people who are already subscribed. If you're new though, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And yes, I have been doing YouTube since 2017 in the crypto space, so I have an extremely large amount of experience throughout both the bull markets and the bear markets. I've seen many coins come and go. I've seen coins reach the highest highs and then come crumbling back down. Most recently, probably the best example of that is what happened with Luna. Okay, I mean, this was a coin, as you all know, that was at $100 and is now literally below a penny. Okay, so the crypto scene is absolutely crazy. When you've been around crypto for a long time, you kind of get used to it, and it gets, I guess, less surprising as time goes on. But crypto is never exempt from some of the craziest stuff that I've ever seen in the financial market. So that can mean you can really get rich off crypto, but many people have also lost a huge amount of money in crypto. Right now, I just wanted to mention Terra Luna Classic, since we're talking about it. Is actually holding up decently at these 25 cent, sorry, 0.00025, 0.0003 level. It's holding up pretty decently, as you can see here in the last 7 days. which is pretty funny. Now, of course, it got a big drop from peaking out at 60 cents, but it is holding up this level. So this thing could turn back up, maybe make a reattempt for 50 cents. Wouldn't surprise me. But right now, we're keeping an eye on Bitcoin and Ethereum and how they're moving. Okay, these are two coins that lead the market, and what's depressing to see is how much they've dropped, right, in the last 7 days, each dropping 15 to 20%, and also just in the last 24 hours where they have been slipping lower again. Okay, I mentioned there when I was streaming right before how both Bitcoin and Ethereum did see some nice bounces. We got about an 8% bounce for Ethereum specifically, and then we got another about 6% bounce for Bitcoin. So they did bounce pretty nicely off support, but they also lost a lot of that bounce from this pullback here. So now we're waiting to see, are we going to bounce again higher, or are we going to come crashing back into the resistance and support and potentially go below that? Okay, we're looking initially at a move down to $1,000 for Ethereum. That could happen very quickly if we do actually end up getting that that drop again. And for Bitcoin, if we pull up the Bitcoin chart, we could pretty quickly be sinking down to initially around 17,000, but that could quickly start becoming 16, 15, or even $14,000 depending on the scale of the drop. And I'm going to mention some news pieces here. We actually have some bullish news and some bearish news. One of the bullish news pieces here is ultrasound money. You may have heard this term before. This has to do with Ethereum. Some might say artificially, creating it to be scarcer. Okay, so with this new proof of stake merge, there's a Ethereum burn basically, and that causes the supply of Ethereum to be deflationary. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that every year the supply of Ethereum actually drops into becoming more and more scarce, which is of course supposed to be good for any holder of Ethereum in the long term. Okay, in fact, what this really has to do with is Ethereum's issuance rate sinks lower post merge, quite a bit lower actually as well. So this is bullish for Ethereum on long term, despite the fact that I think Ethereum could still see a big drop here based on how the market is acting. Long term, Ethereum is probably one of the best coins. Ethereum could sink below $1,000 if we go ahead and pull up the chart, but let's not remember where we peaked out, and Ethereum was kind of just getting started with the whole NFT thing when kind of the bear market came about. Okay, and I mean, look at the strength that we had when that was happening. Now I want you to imagine this next time around. Okay, when NFTs, ENS domains, and everything else that comes with it are at their peak, you can only imagine how well Ethereum is going to be doing. I think Ethereum is going to pretty quickly reach $10,000 to $15,000 in the next bull market. So even from the price we're at now, there's potential for an easy 10x here on Ethereum. This is not some kind of small altcoin. This is Ethereum at 170, $150 billion market cap. It can still easily 10x in the next 5 years or so. So that is sort of the power that you get with a coin like Ethereum. And I'm keeping up with your comments here. We have 8 live viewers. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. I was streaming earlier and the stream cut out, so I had to restart the stream, but I appreciate the support. I'm not sure if it seems like we have a lot of regulars today, but if you're new, welcome to the stream and subscribe if you haven't. I just want to give a couple shout outs to the people commenting here, and as per usual, don't be shy to comment. Let me know your thoughts, your questions, anything about the crypto market. If you have any coins you want me to do an analysis on, I will gladly do it. We got a few people in the chat here. Iron Lux Trader, we have Not Jacob. It seems like he's been around since 2017 as well. We have JC, also been around since 2017. Welcome JC to the stream. And we see JC saying, if the Fed come out with a 100% point by the super dip. So what he's referring to here is the Fed, which is expected to raise rates by 3/4 of a point. Okay, some people are saying that it could be a full point. So this affects the interest rates in the US, and it's a huge deal in terms of the macroeconomic repercussions of that. So like I was mentioning in my previous live stream, okay, this is either going to very positively or very negatively affect crypto. So keep an eye on this. Okay, of course I'll be updating you when this comes out for sure, which will be in the next day or two. But right now the market is kind of flat, right? It's wanting, it seems, to turn bullish. I think if we get a 0.75% rate hike, the market could actually pump a bit. but it's waiting to see what happens. So the market is kind of scared to make a clear move to the upside or downside just yet, based on the fact that we're waiting for that number to come out. And of course, right, bringing this back to crypto, this is going to directly affect our crypto, especially considering how we're looking on the technicals. On this channel, we don't only talk about the technicals. Of course, I have a large amount of knowledge in technical analysis, and if you want to learn technical analysis, I do have a technical analysis master course. I'm not trying to shill it, but I really think it's some of the best value that you can get. It's less than $20 and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, which means you literally have nothing to lose by giving it a try. If you're not satisfied with it, you can just request a refund, no problem. And but I think you're going to find a huge amount of value because it's all my years of experience since 2016 or even before when I started trading stocks that have been put into that course. And you can find a link to that in the description of this video. And if you're looking in the description of this video, also take that time to go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Okay, that's where I post all my crypto stuff, all my live streams, so make sure to follow me there as well. I also wanted to talk about some news pieces that we saw across the board here. One of the news pieces was Nasdaq establishes crypto unit, sees increased demand for digital assets among institutional investors. The key word here being institutional investors. What's interesting with this article, okay, is this type of stuff is not going to make the whole crypto market pump from one day to another, and we actually tend to see this type of stuff more in the bear markets. During the previous kind of crypto winter, okay, that's when we're seeing right around this time period over here, okay, this is where we're seeing some of the biggest announcements of big institutions, big bank heading into the crypto space, okay, right in this little bear market over here at the end of the bear market. And look what happened next. Well, we saw a massive 1,018% run up on Ethereum alone, okay? And as we know, right, pretty much all crypto, even if you were in bad cryptos, skyrocketed also. So as institutions take advantages of when retail investors are scared and they're out of the market and the prices are heavily suppressed to get in, okay? They're selling really at the top and they're buying back when the fear is at an all-time high, when no one wants to get back in. So when you see stuff like this, it doesn't mean that we're going to go skyrocketing tomorrow, but it means that institutions have not forgotten about crypto, okay? They're accumulating on this dip, and they probably will buy more if we drop lower as well. And they have the ability to hold very long term. So it's not a problem for them if we see more drops or if it takes longer than expected. Whereas retail investors tend to get more important. We have JC saying buy all pullbacks. It's interesting to see if some of you agree with him or not. I mean, I have buying personally some of the pullbacks myself. I still haven't bought any Ethereum here, but on other coins, if I pull up the top 100 here, I bought some Solana on this pullback. I bought some Polygon as well. I think Ethereum Classic could be an interesting play also. I had some Ethereum Classic, but I don't have any right now. So that's something that if we get any type of bigger dip, I probably will buy some. I like Uniswap. I had bought some Sushi Swap myself. So those are just some of the coins, just throwing out some names there on stuff that's been interesting me for the long term, to add to my long-term holdings, I should say. And you know, that's just what I'm doing personally. Okay. So we talked about how we got this good news with the ultrasound money, you know, Ethereum becoming deflationary, having a lowered issuance rate. And these news pieces are really very good for the long-term side of things. Okay. Now, we also see MicroStrategy buying another 301 Bitcoins and now kicking up their holdings above 130,000 BTC. Now this was not one of their bigger buys in the grand scheme of things, but it just goes to show, okay, some of the smarter people in the space, bigger institutions, bigger companies, they are still holding their Bitcoin or even buying more, okay? And who are they buying those coins from? They're buying it directly off retail investors. There's no doubt about it. They are buying this dip while, you know, a lot of the more newbie retail investors are completely out of the market, okay? And that's an interesting thing to think about. I want you all to think about that. Is you all follow crypto pretty regularly, okay? Hopefully to your benefit, so you can take advantage of things like this. And keep in mind, that's not financial advice. That's just my own personal opinion. Many people, okay, who were investing during this this huge run up that we saw across the board in crypto, okay, they got out probably somewhere around here when we started dropping, or maybe even at the very top, okay, and they might be kind of traumatized. They might not want to get back into crypto. That's not the case for these institutions, right? So those people who have kind of sold and potentially broke even, or even sold at a loss, they might be kind of disgusted on the crypto market, and they might not be looking at the crypto market again till it reaches new all-time highs. That actually tends to be what happens, right? Many people, okay, they were buying Bitcoin, you know, when it was peaking in the first bull run around, you know, well, let's see here. I'm on Ethereum, so that's why I was confused. But they were basically buying the top right. If we go over to Bitcoin, you know, they were buying it around 20,000 BTC or whatever, okay? They then sold for a loss. And if we look at the chart, it's pretty funny how these things go, right? So they were buying at the peak here, and then they might have sold out, right? Gotten impatient, sold out for a loss. They had a very long time period of about 2 years, okay? Most of them never bought back in. They never dollar cost averaged down. And they only probably started really realizing about crypto again when we were back in this range up here, right? Where it's not where you want to be buying. So some of them may have bought again up here or not. But the bottom line, right, is they should have been really focusing in more on the crypto market when we were in this time period over here, okay? And this is really kind of what we're about to see happen over here. Depending on the size of the drop, we don't know just yet how much we could still drop. You know, some people think we could be over in terms of the drop. I still think we could easily see 14k to 10k BTC, and I even did make a call that in a very bad bear market case we could even go as low as 6 to 7k, but that would be probably a peak bottom scenario. But we're looking even at 14 to 10k, okay? A lot of people are not going to be taking advantage of those prices, and probably we're going to see a repeat pattern of what happened here. We don't know how long the bear market is going to last exactly. Could be 1 year, could be 2 years, could be 3 years, or a little bit more. We don't know for sure. But what we know for sure is this is probably going to be the best time to get in at the long term, right? And that's going to be true for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and probably most of the better coins out there that are going to stand the test of time. We've seen things like Ethereum that have been holding up very well. And, you know, that is something to always pay attention to. XRP had some bullish news with their lawsuit with the SEC, I believe, and it's been causing the price to kick back up a little bit again. We're now at 15 live viewers. That's amazing. Welcome everybody to the live stream. We're looking at Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, many other coins out there. And just a huge thank you for all your support and all the viewership that we got here. It means so much to me. If you're new to the stream, you know, hit that subscribe button. We have the best live streams on YouTube. What are you waiting for? And also make sure to like this video, show your support. If any of you are kind enough to drop a super chat, it greatly helps support the streams. This is my full-time job. I've been doing this since 2016, and right now in the bear market, any super chats are greatly appreciated. It means so much to me, and it helps me continue to do these live streams every single day, hopefully. Right now, XRP is looking extremely good. I'd even mentioned this in my previous live stream. You know, we are in a very nice, I mean, we were, I should say, sorry, we're doing even better now. We were in a very tight range here on XRP, okay, between 30 cents and basically 38 cents, okay. We're actually breaking out of this range right now. What's funny with XRP is, you know, a lot of coins are near their lows, even things like Bitcoin. XRP has been holding its range, actually increasing even throughout its range, and now breaking out. And it looks like it wants to make a run up to 50 cents, up to this 200-day moving average. We'll have to see how it acts there. I wouldn't be surprised to see this hold 40 cents still at this point, okay? So right now, XRP is looking pretty good and very strong, actually. So this is a coin that might actually manage to still hold up pretty well during this bear market. Even if other cryptos drop, you know, maybe it'll just drop back to 30 cents. So this is a coin that's heavily outperforming right now. Right before my connection dropped, when I was live streaming before, I showed you that XRP is the second biggest performer in the last 24 hours and also in the last 7 days as well. As you can see here, it's the second biggest performer with a 15% bounce in the last 7 days alone. So we talked about some of these news pieces here, always interesting to look at. We know that especially Bitcoin is waiting on this FOMC meeting. And the thing is, right, Bitcoin, biggest cryptocurrency, still has 37% dominance across the board in crypto. It will directly affect the crypto market, depending on how it reacts to the FOMC meeting, which is the Fed rate hike that we're expecting here. And it's coming up very, very soon. However, we're seeing futures are turning a little bit green. Okay, I think that probably unless we get a full point rate hike, the market is actually going to pump after the FOMC news is released, and that could actually cause a little bit of a pump and a recovery for crypto. Okay, so of course keep an eye on your bigger coins first and foremost, but altcoins, you know, as we just saw with XRP, they're looking very, very, very positive. Bitcoin back above 18,900, that's a positive sign. So it looks like we could have a chance to stabilize here in the next week or two for crypto. It wasn't looking like that over the weekend. It was looking like we were going to slip lower, but we managed to hold the support level, and now potentially we'll hold it even more even head higher back up in the range, as we can see for Bitcoin between the orange this yellow line and our downtrend line, right? So between 18,800 and around well, it depends because this is the downtrend line, but this around 21,500 basically. So that's kind of the range that we're in. It's a little triangle formation. Ethereum, you know, a bit of a different situation. Since Ethereum's volatility has been elevated compared to Bitcoin, it's been having some very nice pumps, but it's also tends to get these sharp drops right now. So much more volatile, but also a coin that has performed since its bottom here, still up 30%, and you know, peaking out at 100% increase. So we did fall quite a bit from the high, but it is still holding up for the time being. So we're keeping an eye on ETH as well. And we have 16 live viewers. Wow, thank you so much for the support. Honestly, you have been amazing during these live streams. The viewership has been so steady, and it means the world to me. And I want you to let me know in the comments down below, do you think we're going to get a bounce here, specifically right here around these price levels? And with the news, of course, of the FOMC meeting where we're seeing these futures starting to turn green again, do you think we're going to get a strong crypto bounce? And if you do get a bounce, do you think this bounce will last? This not only helps me better understand the market, but it also helps all our other viewers understand as we share our insights together. So don't hesitate. Also, this is a perfect time. We just covered Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ETH. If there's any other altcoins you want me to cover, or you want me to cover any of the main coins in maybe shorter term timeframes like the 15-minute chart, this is a perfect time to leave your comment. I look at all the comments, so this is your chance to let me know down in the comment section below. You know, if there's any coins specifically that you want me to take a look at, I will gladly do so. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Now, another bit of interesting news that is kind of annoying. I don't know this firm at all, but it looks like this hacked crypto market maker Wintermute has $200 million in outstanding DeFi debt. This whole nonsense with DeFi debt has been disastrous for the crypto market. Okay, now it's not that you know, adding some leverage can always be a bad thing. The problem is many of these big institutions, multi-hundred or even billion-dollar institutions, have been taking on too much debt. Okay, and guess what that has caused? That has caused the implosion of Voyager, which we talked about on this channel. Okay, I'm very bearish on Voyager. I don't think they're really going to make a full recovery. Some firms are trying to buy up the assets of Voyager. As you can see actually right here, crypto exchanges Binance and FTX have both bid roughly $50 million for Voyager's assets, but we have yet to be known you know, how that'll affect the end customer. I've never really used Voyager myself, but I know a lot of people have been affected by it, as they have with Celsius. Okay, so these are both two companies that took on too much debt and leverage during the bull market, and then when crypto started falling back down again, well, their entire company basically blew up with it. Okay, and that's what's happening with this market maker here. It doesn't look like the best sounding thing, right? And this is several counterparties involved. It's basically a recipe for disaster most of the time, and that's why you should really only stick to the best exchanges out there, such as Binance. That's the exchange I use. I do have a referral link in the description of this video if you want to join Binance. I'm not sponsored by them. I literally have been using them myself since I've started in crypto, and I really, really recommend Binance. I mean, I've never had a single issue with Binance. I'm pretty sure they have never been hacked since I've been using them, or maybe never even been hacked ever. And you know, I think most of the time you don't need to look any further than Binance. So link to Binance in the description of this video. And we have some more comments coming in here. We have Roy saying, can you tell me what you think about QNT? He is talking about Quant. This is a very popular altcoin, and it's actually on a decent amount of exchanges as well. So thank you, Roy, for your comment. Like I said, if any of the other live 17 viewers have any coins you want me to cover, let me know. Don't be shy. You can let me know about anything in the comment section down below. I keep an eye on the comments. And if you want to support the stream even more, considering dropping a super chat, you get to watch these live videos for free. So any support is greatly appreciated. And a big thank you to anybody who supports the stream, either with super chats or even with just a like or subscribe. Makes a big difference. So Roy, thank you for your comment. I haven't seen you before on the stream, so you might be a new viewer. Hopefully you end up subscribing and turning on those bell notifications. Quant right now sitting at $101, down 6% in the last 24 hours. This is a coin that I actually made an entire dedicated price prediction video about, which you can go take a look at if you haven't already. But right now, okay, Quant is actually holding up its bounce quite well, okay? It's at about $1.3 billion in market cap, and it kind of hit a peak bottom of about right below $50. However, we have basically doubled from there, okay? And I don't think this is the end of the bounce. If we go back a little bit, right, this is a coin that has pretty much only gone up over time, which is very, very rare. Now, yes, it did get a very sharp pullback, but then again, most cryptos did, okay? We saw how even Bitcoin and Ethereum from their peak highs got a big drop as well. So, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum alone, from the peak that we had here, you know, we got an 80% drop, right? And who knows if that's the end of the drop. But Quant, okay, yes, we did get that drop, which was a pretty sizable drop. However, we're holding this bounce right now. And literally, okay, look at this. As I'm bringing it from 2018, which means that it's a coin that's been around for quite some time, and I move up in time, literally, it's only been increasing, okay? We peaked out very high at around $400, and then we fell back down to 50, and now we're back above 100. We even went as high as 128 here. If I pull up the more detailed chart, we can get a better idea of what's been going on. But the bottom line here is I really like the price action of Quant on this this bounce over here, where we're still up 140%, which is outperforming many altcoins that have had similar drops. And not only that, but we still have a very nice amount of upside just to get back to the all-time highs. Keep in mind, this is a coin that doesn't have that big of a market cap. It's kind of working with CBDC, so that's a very big industry. It's only at $1.3 billion in market cap, which means even if we do get that move back to the all-time highs, we're going to be basically near a $5 billion market cap, right? Which is still quite small for a crypto like this. It could be a crypto that heads into $10-20 billion plus market cap in the coming years. So you know, the value there and the risk reward seems quite good in my opinion. And also, since the bounce here, we've been holding up very nicely with these moving averages. Okay, we're above the 200-day moving average. We might get a crossover soon of the 100 above the 200. And it's looking quite well, right? Our 50-day moving average is above the 200. So the only thing I'll say is we have a little bit of a head and shoulder formation. So we'll have to see if we're going to get a drop below that or not. But right now we're holding up, so we just need to see how this plays out. But thank you for that comment, Roy. We have some more comments. Wow, we've got comments from a bunch of new people here. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully you're new viewers to the stream, and welcome to the channel. We're giving some of the best analysis on YouTube for any cryptocurrency out there. You just need to leave a comment if you want me to analyze a specific coin. If you want me to talk about anything specific, NFTs or whatnot, just leave a comment. Don't be shy. That's what I'm here for. So absolutely amazing to see all the new viewers here. Let's go ahead and check out some comments. We have Jay here saying, what do you think of Atom? I was hoping for one more high on the 1 day to give 3 hits on the bearish divergence, but it looks like it's just breaking down now. I actually talked about Atom, I think right before my previous live stream cut out when my connection dropped. So we'll talk about Atom again there for you. We have a few other people asking for some other coin analysis, so I'm going to get to those, but let's do it one by one. Don't worry, Himanshu, George, Patrick, I'm seeing all your comments and we're going to cover your coins. And thank you so much for the support. Thank you for letting me know which coins you want me to give an analysis on. and we're going to jump right into it here. So let's follow up here with Jay's comment asking about Atom. Well, I actually pulled up Atom when I went to the coins that dropped the most, I think in the last 24 hours it was. Let's see here if I can pull it back up. There we go. So Atom in the last 24 hours, that was actually the coin that dropped the most. Okay, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think that's necessarily the most bearish thing. Osmosis, which is pretty much completely correlated to the Cosmos ecosystem, has also dropped quite a bit. However, Cosmos, surprisingly enough, has been a coin that has been very much performing during this bear market somehow. Okay, it was actually very weak and then got, I guess, some bullishness kind of out of nowhere, and it also recovered from the Luna ecosystem. Okay, the Luna ecosystem, which obviously exploded, was very closely related to the Atom ecosystem. Okay, but lucky enough, Atom actually managed to separate itself a little bit from what happened with Luna and actually went on a massive uptrend. Okay, so this is a coin that almost dropped straight down after the Luna stuff and got a full 200% bounce. From that bottom, we actually bottomed out at around $5. I can go ahead and draw on that support level. Atom is a very interesting coin. It works on the interoperability of blockchain, so I'm glad I'm covering this coin. It's a good coin to get an idea of how some of the medium-sized altcoins are performing right now. It made a move back to its 200-day moving average, so I think that's the level it wanted to test. You know, yes, it did pull back from there, and of course we could fall back down a little bit lower, maybe towards $10 or so, but right now we have a lot of support levels that have been put in. Okay, so I'm not too worried about Atom. Could we fall back lower? It depends on, of course, what the overall crypto market does. But right now, it has already kind of proven itself that it'll probably stick around in the next bull market and perform quite well. I always thought Atom was a coin that could reach $100. We're now at 13 bucks, so still a lot of upside ahead for a coin like this. And even back to the previous all-time highs, a lot of upside as well. And a beautiful uptrend. I mean, look at this uptrend here, folks. This is a picture perfect uptrend that we've been seeing. So, you know, maybe we'll get back above the 200-day moving average. That would be even more bullish, or maybe it needs some time to slow down here a bit. So we'll see how it happens. But to answer your question, Jay, I am quite bullish on Atom overall. Short term, yes, we could see a bit of a pullback, but due to how steady this uptrend was, we have a lot of support levels put in, where I don't really see this getting such a sharp drop like we had back with what happened with Luna. And also keep in mind, right, it wasn't anything with the Atom ecosystem specifically. This drop was very much due to Luna itself. So that is a big difference to keep in mind there between those two coins. We're now moving on to our next coin that Himanshu Khatri wants analyzed. He's saying, could you please give us your input on ETC? Again, a lot of you folks are interested in ETC. I've covered it many times before on the channel. It's always a coin that I've liked. This is actually one of the altcoins that, of course, it's not one of the big twos like Bitcoin or Ethereum, yet, right, since its inception has managed to get very, very good outsized returns overall. Of course, this beat the stock market. It didn't do as good as Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it has performed nonetheless. And you know, this is at the current price. This is a coin that did peak out at 150 bucks. So right now it got a sell off after the Ethereum merge. It's still at around $30, which is a pretty good level for Ethereum Classic. And you know, to be honest, we could see Ethereum Classic go back down to 50 cents or so if the market gets really bad. But I don't see this coin necessarily, unless we get a very big market-wide drop. I don't see any fundamental reasons why this coin would drop substantially. Okay, the reason for that is we already went down to $15 and we bounced very quickly off that level. So I think this is a coin that might be a little bit range bound, or could even pump up higher at any time. It's not a coin that I'm that worried about, due to now it having a huge increase in miner support after the Ethereum merge. So, you know, overall, I can't really say anything bad or worrisome about Ethereum Classic. Yes, it did move up a lot, so don't be surprised if you see it slow down, maybe consolidate for a while. This is a coin that has consolidated in very tight ranges, as you can see over here during the previous bear market, for long periods of time. So that could happen again. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, because look at what followed. Okay, a huge increase. And, you know, Ethereum Classic has really been building itself up to be a coin that should really start to get more and more stability in the long term. Just want to quickly thank all our viewers here for all your amazing comments. I love when the chat is active. We have 16 live viewers. Just got a new comment from Pickle Rick. Looks like a lot of you want me to analyze coins today, which is amazing. I'll gladly do so. If you haven't already, support the stream by hitting that like button, subscribing, and turn on those bell notifications so I can continue to give you live streams and you'll be updated as soon as I post. So turn on those bell notifications, like this video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, if you want to support the stream even more, consider dropping a super chat. We're now at a peak amount of viewers on the stream, which is amazing. And let's dig into some of these other coins that have been requested. We have George over here from Australia, it looks like, saying, can you look at XDC and HBAR? So let's go ahead and pull up these coins here. I briefly know what XDC is. I believe it's kind of a fork of BCH, if that's the right coin that I'm thinking about. But this coin seems like it has really dropped substantially here. So right now it's in this flat mode. When a coin is like this, it can last for a very long amount of time. This is not to say that it can't go back up, but you need to watch for it to get back above a big resistance level before you can start to get bullish again on a coin like this, because there's no telling how long it could stay in a suppressed price for. So we have 3 major resistance levels here that I'm seeing before we can start getting bullish again. Initially, we'll want to cross 0.3 to 0.4 cents, and you know, that would get us back above the 200-day moving average, which would be the first target. After that, we're going to have to go back above 6 cents to really get bullish again on a smaller coin like this that has been underperforming. As far as HBAR, this is an interesting one. It saw a lot of bullish price action during the bull market. Some of you may be familiar with this coin. So let's go ahead and pull it up. Also, a coin that is starting to enter a heavy consolidation phase, kind of like what it had back here. This is a coin that I do think will get a nice move back to its all-time highs and above in the next bear market. And to be honest, I hadn't looked at the chart here, and I don't know all the details fundamentally about HBAR, but it's working like with big firms like Microsoft. This is a coin just back to the all-time highs, is almost 1,000% increase. So very interesting coin, a coin that I would probably put a little bit of money in just because of how much upside could be in store just to get back to the all-time highs. That's not if we go above that. So really interesting coin there in terms of the potential upside potential, and now putting in a base a little bit above the previous low here. So actually something that I like. Technicals look much better on this coin than XDC. We have Patrick S asking about EGLD. This was one of the proof of stake coins that was performing very well during the bull market. And once again, guess what? You tend to see very similar patterns among some altcoins. And here we're seeing these coins that have been kind of hitting their support levels and getting to really tight range bound consolidations. I can draw this out more clearly, and this is something you can all do on your own charts on TradingView if you want to. Pull out the rectangle tool, and you can map out. I always get lost on where the rectangle tool. There we go. Pull out your rectangle tool. You can use different colors, but you can draw out the actual support and resistance levels. That'll give you your little rectangle box range that you can expect to trade in. And of course, you know, sometimes we can head a little bit lower, a little bit above, but in the grand scheme of things, these things can last, you know, months sometimes. Okay, so you need to watch for when you either break substantially to the upside or to the downside to see where you're going next. But when you're in range bound like this, you just need to wait and see what happens. Overall, a coin that is pretty good though. EGLD, Algorand is the actual blockchain there. So we have some people thanking me for covering their coins. No problem. Roy J saying he's very bullish on Atom and the Cosmos system overall. Saying thank you for the analysis. Like I said, if any other coins, just let me know in the comments down below. And thank you for 16 live viewers. Share the stream with your friends. If you have friends who are into crypto or who might want to see this type of analysis, share it on Twitter, share it to your friends. Let's try and get as many people in the stream as possible. And overall, we've been beating new records in terms of viewership on the stream. Amazing support from all of you. We are, you know, at the most steady stream numbers that I've ever seen on the channel, which is amazing. And we're doing this all in the bear market. And I truly believe if you're watching right now these cryptos while we're in this kind of ugly time for crypto where many people have kind of given up, this is where you can make some of the biggest returns out there. And look at what's happening with this chart is getting way too messy here. Let me move over to another exchange maybe. So Bitcoin is now back above 18,952. You know, watch those support and resistance levels. But it does look like we could be heading back a little bit higher in the next week or so. And we'll of course have to see if that holds or not. But for now, we are, you know, looking like we're heading back a bit higher again. And in terms of some of your other comments, we have Roy saying, I like what Deso is making, can be huge. I'm not familiar with that coin. And we have Pickle Rick saying, you mind looking at VeChain, my friend. Thank you for the live updates. No problem. I gladly do these live updates. It's super fun to interact with all of you and share my analysis. So let's go ahead and look at VeChain. This is a coin that has a bunch of holders, to be honest. I know a lot of people who hold VeChain. So there's a very big fan base behind this coin. We'll go ahead and pull it up here. Now, this is a coin that has, or at least had, a surprisingly big market cap. It's still at $1.6 billion in market cap. And also, this is a coin that's now been around for a lot of time, since 2018, okay? So even some of the bigger coins that you see around nowadays have not been around since 2018. VeChain has, and I always have extra respect for these coins that have been around and that are still around. And also a coin like this that's still above $1 billion in market cap. That's not easy to do, okay? You know, it still is 0.17 of the entire crypto market is VeChain. So if we go ahead and look at the chart here on VeChain, we can see that this was very similar to the charts that I pulled up for Algorand, for HBAR, where we are coming into our support level. Okay, once again, something that can very easily be drawn out with a little rectangle formation. You can draw these ranges smaller or a little bit bigger depending on how much you want to include. I'll draw this one a little bit bigger based on the levels that I'm seeing. Also, a lot of these boxes that I've drawn out for some of these altcoins, in case you're wondering, for maybe some other coins some of you hold, they're very close to the 200-day moving average, which means that when these altcoins get back above their 200-day moving average, you know, when most of them get back above their 200-day moving average, that's going to be a very good sign for the crypto market overall. That could really lead to our next bull market. But we're not there just yet. We're still in this consolidation range-bound period. So until we get above those levels, we just need to stay patient. However, right now, we are still above our previous bear market low in the crypto winter. This is a good sign because it means that, yes, we have dropped, okay, but we're also staying above the previous levels that we were at. So buyers have not let the price sink back to those lows that we had in the past. There is still, for VeChain here, for example, there's about a 4x increase here in difference if we pull up the calculator from the previous bear market low to where we are now, actually even higher. So this just goes to show you, okay, yes, it may seem like we dropped a lot since the top, and we have, okay. This is a coin that dropped 92%. That's no joke. But if you were really a long-term holder from the bottom here, you were still up 500-600% plus. So that's nothing to joke about. And right now, 19 live viewers. We're literally about to break 20 live viewers. Thank you so much for staying with us on the stream here. Now, I don't see any new comments for coins that you want me to cover, so go ahead and let me know if there's any coins you want me to cover. If you have any questions about the Ethereum merge, Ethereum Classic, or anything that relates to that, proof of stake, proof of work, let me know. I'll cover it, no problem. We also have this new fork of ETH, which some people have asked me about, and it looks like they're trying to make some reparations. They had huge issues. I think they even were victim of a bit of a hack, but you know, we are waiting to see if this chain can develop into anything special. Unfortunately, you know, if you go to the website, there's really not that much information or plans on how they plan to really make this into anything big. It seems a bit low effort to me, and for that reason, I'm kind of skeptical. And I also feel like they're competing with Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic has been around, they've been steady, so I don't really understand that type of dynamic where, you know, Ethereum Classic just seems like a clear leader in my opinion. And you need to be very careful with these forks, right? Especially when they're forks of forks, which Ethereum proof of work is. In terms of some of the better altcoins that I like right now, you know, I'm a big fan of Tron, Polygon, Avalanche. Those are big three chains that I personally own and hold, and I think are great plays. We have some of the meme coins that could do very good in the next bull market. You know, Dogecoin could go above $1 in the next bull market. Not that I own any Dogecoin, but you know, I can see how a coin like this can pump. Other than that, Solana has been performing extremely well. Actually, people have been going into Solana as a bit of a hedge compared to Ethereum, just because, you know, it's kind of a similar coin to Ethereum. It's just a different take on it, right? And of course, it's at a smaller market cap. So that also might be a reason why some people are making their bets on Solana instead of Ethereum specifically. We have George saying, thanking me from the analyzing the coins that he requested. He's saying, let's see. Yeah, so just thanking me here for the analysis. And he's asking if I could do an analysis on XRP. I did cover XRP, so you can just rewind in the live stream if you want to see that analysis. But thank you all for recommending those coins for me to take a look at. You can always follow me on Twitter. Hopefully you have, I see some notifications here. Follow me on Twitter for these live crypto market updates. And you know, this is where you'll find my my live insights. You can also check out my technical analysis master course. I sometimes talk about some more complicated stuff with moving averages, all these indicators, the volume indicator. If you're not too familiar with that stuff, I highly recommend my technical analysis master course. It's less than $20 and comes with a full 30-day money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, you have nothing to lose by giving it a try. And of course, hit that subscribe and like button and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss these live streams. We've been streaming for quite some time today, so we're going to be calling it a day. And I thank you all, though, for staying with me for the entire duration of this live stream. I had some technical difficulties earlier when the stream dropped off, so I'm glad you stuck around for the rest of this live stream and hopefully got some valuable insights. I did a lot of analysis today on many different altcoins, so hopefully that's been valuable to you in some type of way. And of course, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications to not miss out on more altcoin, crypto, BTC, ETH updates. I am trying to make these live streams every day, and hopefully even I can restart posting some regular videos and analyzing some coins as well, and even you know, keep updated with the stock market. Look at this, folks. We're seeing futures for the stock market rip higher. This is going to be very good for Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's no reason to have a war between stocks and crypto, because when stocks do well, cryptos tend to do very well or even outperform also. So it's actually beneficial to us. Right now, Ethereum, Bitcoin is trying to move back above $19,000. And ETH is also trying to recover higher in its range. And I think they can both succeed in that. With the market, the stock market needs to be bullish here for these coins to manage to hold up as well. So we need these coins to bounce off this this little stock market bullishness, because it'll help them hold up against this last barrier of support here, where we could fall lower. So like I said, calling this the last chance before the big collapse. So we still have this one chance left, this last one or two support levels before we could see a very big drop. So hopefully we can get enough support here with the stock market maybe finding a bit of a bottom. That's really going to help crypto as well recover here. So Ethereum is in this range, this purple box that I've drawn out. I can change colors on this just to make it stick out a bit more. I think the purple color looks quite good myself. And you know, this purple rectangle right here is gonna be this last chance that we're talking about. Okay, between $1,600 and $1,000, anything below that would mean a confirmation of even more downside of the bear market. So we want to initially recover $1,600. That's going to be quite bullish. And then any move above $2,000 and this purple downtrend line is going to be huge. This is the type of thing where if we break out above this level over here, this could, you know, break us into the bull market. Okay, so watch for some type of move above these two big resistance levels, because that is what could kick us back up to $5,000 and above. We have a little comment here by Heems saying, what about Algorand? We've got some even more viewers in the stream coming in. So let me go ahead and cover Algorand as well here. So let's pull up the chart, Algorand to USDT. I briefly talked about Algorand earlier in this video, the reason why I talked about it is, look at this, in the last 24 hours, it is a top 5 performing coin. If we look in the top 7 days, this is a top 3 performing coin, okay, up 12.7%. I don't think they got any specific news. What I like about Algorand is it's a very predictable coin, okay. Algorand is a very predictable coin, and that makes it easy to trade and also easy to buy and invest in long term. The reason why I'm saying this is it tends to have these moments where it does very good, and then these longer stabilization periods that are quite predictable, okay. It likes to consolidate in this 20 to 35 cent range, or maybe even a little bit higher, 20 to 50 cent range, and we saw this coin go as high as $2.50 around there during the bull market. So that means if I pull up the chart, and by the way, I've used the Algorand network. It's a coin that I absolutely love using. It's one of the most functional networks I've used. That means that just to get back to the all-time highs, keep in mind, Algorand is a pretty well-respected coin. It's never had too many issues. We have a potential for an 800% bounce here back to $3. You know, almost 1,000% just to get back to the all-time highs. That is exactly what you want to see on this type of smaller altcoin. Now, of course, right, we might still need a little bit of time to consolidate. With that being said, we're kicking up a little bit here. We got some nice buying volume. It could be making a run up to 50 cents. Algorand does tend to move a little bit with XRP, so that might be why it's getting a bit of a bounce. But this is a coin that could recover up to 50 cents quite easily, or move above 40 cents and hold 40 cents instead of this lower range. And honestly, I can't see this coin dropping really back below 28 cents again. I think this coin kind of put in its bottom, and it might even go up a little bit from here. Maybe it'll need to consolidate a little bit longer, but like I said, I think it's holding this range 100%, and I also think it's going to hold 40 cents as well. And after that, we can hopefully see it start to make a move back towards $1 and above, at which point it can recover to $1, etc., etc. But overall, a coin that technically is very well set up. It's an easy coin to trade, in my opinion. It's an easy coin to invest in long term, and the network itself has a lot of value just based on how functional and easy it is to use. Anybody who's used the Algorand network probably knows that. They have a very simple wallet that's easy to use. So I pretty much like everything about Algorand, and honestly, this would be a coin that I would consider getting some myself while the prices are so low. Keep in mind that from the low of this drop here, we actually didn't bounce that much yet, okay? Only 17%. That's a lot less than Ethereum Classic, some of the altcoins that we just talked about. That means that, you know, getting back up to that 200-day moving average, 70% bounce, that could be quite easy for Algorand to do. That's not the case for some altcoins that already got some big bounces. However, for Algorand more specifically, this is very, very possible, okay? So keep it on that 40 to 50 cents area, and anything above 50 cents could really push us substantially higher, closer to $1. So thank you, Heems, for that comment. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We have 18 live viewers, almost a peak for the stream. Amount of viewers has been so steady this live stream, and I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you for staying with this live stream. And if we go back here real quick, look at what Bitcoin and Ethereum have been doing. I'll take a quick water break because I'm talking so much here. But both Bitcoin, I need to go on a cleaner chart here for Bitcoin. Drew way too much on that. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum are looking like they're trying to get some type of bounce. And, you know, this is looking like there's a lot of support in this area, as you can see. And yes, the more times we test it, the more times it makes it likelier that we end up falling below it. However, if we do get a bounce after testing it so many times, the bounce could be pretty big as well. It looks like some coins here, yes, you know, I mentioned how there could be that bearish formation that could come about. But if we do get that bigger bounce here, and which would probably be led, to be honest, by the stock market after the FOMC rate hike, and depending on how big it is, it would probably be led by stocks, follow through in cryptos, and a lot of cryptos look like they want to reach their 200-day moving average and kind of test that level, okay? Bitcoin has not done that since several months ago, okay, earlier in the drop. So this would be a logical level to come test around 28K for BTC. And you just saw on all those other coins that I just looked at, a lot of them were a little bit below their 200-day moving average, but if they head towards the higher end of their range, they're going to be hitting that 200-day moving average. And guess what? Same thing for Ethereum. I talked about the level that we needed to break above for a bullish move kind of back into bull territory around $2,100. Guess what? Our 200-day moving average, this red line right here, once again, if you do not know technical analysis well, please refer to my technical analysis master course, link in the description. 30-day money back guarantee, less than $20. Literally have nothing to lose by giving it a try. And on top of that, okay, our 200-day moving average is right in line with our our resistance level. This tends to not be a coincidence, okay? Now, this is a huge amount of resistance to break above. That doesn't mean we can't do it, but we need some type of catalyst to kick Ethereum above that. However, would be a logical level for us to test on a bigger bounce here. So we saw this with Bitcoin, we saw this with Ethereum, and many other altcoins out there. Let me take a sip of water here because I'm talking nonstop. So keep an eye for a bigger bounce target on that 200-day moving average for many altcoins out there. With that being said, I've been streaming for quite some time today, so I think it's time to call it a day. And just really appreciate the support. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications, follow me on Twitter, link in the description, and check out my technical analysis master course if you haven't already. Thank you so much, everybody. We've had over 15 viewers for the most part during the entire stream. And if you missed earlier parts in the stream, you can always go back and rewatch it after it's been uploaded, or just rewind the stream a bit. You'll see everything that I've been talking about. We had a huge amount of coins covered today, including, in case you were wondering, BTC, ETH, XRP, Atom, Quant, XDC, HBAR, EGLD, Atom, and a few others out like Algorand. So we covered a lot of coins today. And if you're interested in any of those, just rewind the stream and you can go ahead and check out my analysis on those coins. Doing these streams very regularly, so don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, subscribe, and don't miss out on the next live streams. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.